You know, how did we get to this point? Our country is in a severe financial situation. We have accumulated a lot of debt. From George Washington to George Bush, we accumulated a lot of debt. But the budget that was passed early this year, each time we pass a budget, they project it out for 10 years. We do that every year. And the budget that was passed early this year, because of the additional spending in it, if it goes according to the budget, all of the debt that we've accumulated from George to George will double in the next 5 years. Whoa. And will triple in the next 10 years. And that scares me to death. I'm old enough, it's not going to affect me so much, but my children and my grandchildren and my great-grandchildren are not going to have the same kind of opportunities that I had. And I'm really upset about this. And I'm not one that jumps up and rants and raves a lot. But I get an opportunity in some meetings. Early this year, I was invited, I was chairman, then ranking member of the Education Committee. And the president invited me to lunch at his offices. Chairman of the committee, me, the ranking member, Rami Manuel, the president, and one other legislative aide. So I had an opportunity that I took advantage of. They want to talk about education. I wanted to tell them what I thought about what was happening in the economy and in the world. And I told him, Mr. President, you don't have a clue what's going on out here. Even in the campaign, you know, everything he did, it's just the way it is. Same with McKeon. I mean, it's all staged. They show up and they give their speech and then, you know, move on. And it's hard to get through that installation. And I said, even the advisors you hire, they all come from academia. They don't have a clue. I mean, I'm just looking at the people in the room. We started a little store, and I was the only one running the store. My dad was in one store, I was in one store, and I had to wait until a customer I knew came in before I could, you know, I'd say, could you kind of watch the front while I go to the restroom? I was younger then, and I could wait a little longer. It felt pretty good. And then from there we built it up to where when I went to Congress, we had over 50 stores. And I know what it's like to sign the front of the check. And I know the problems that you have. And I know, you know, in the retail business, a lot of you are probably customers. We probably talked about boots or hats or something. And you hear people's problems. And as a congressman, you get to go out and talk to more people. The president doesn't get that opportunity. And I hear the pain that people are expressing. I see the problems they're having in their daily lives, in their homes, in their businesses, with their health care. And so, as I said, I'm just very concerned, and I expressed that to him. And he said, yeah, I know, but we get lots of data. And I said, oh, geez. You know, so we're making decisions on lots of data. I don't want to get, I know that there are Democrats here, I know there are independents here, I know there are Republicans here, and I thank you all for coming. Now, healthcare. This has been an issue. When I first went to Congress in 1992, I had been on the lunch of the Henry Newhall Memorial Hospital board. I was the chairman of that board for a while. So they put me on this healthcare task force. And we were working, you remember at the time, President Clinton, Hillary Clinton were working working, trying to pass healthcare. The Democrats had a task force. We were trying to work on different healthcare solutions. So I served on that for 2 years, and healthcare kind of went away. Not the problems, just the solutions. So now we have another thing going on again. The president, this is very important to him. It's very important to all of us. And I've been put on the Republicans in this Congress started another healthcare task force, our leader. There are 3 committees of jurisdiction in the House: education, the workforce, education, labor, energy and commerce, and ways and means. Each of those ranking members and members of the committee, we have about a half dozen positions, Republican positions in the House. They were all on that committee. And we've started early in the spring working on this, came up with a lot of solutions. We never had an opportunity to present any of our solutions. Democrats worked on their side, Republicans worked on our side. All of the fights that you see going on in Washington are between the Democrats. They got some that want one thing, some that want another thing. We're not really much engaged, not that we don't want to be, we're just excluded. Now, I can talk for a long time, that's not the purpose. What I came here for is to hear your questions, your problems, your solutions. It doesn't have to be about healthcare, but if you can keep your questions as succinct as possible, don't be like me. And I'll try to keep my answers as succinct as possible. We can hear as many as we can. And please, whatever you think, be respectful of everybody while they're talking. I think that's very important. We're all in this boat together. And this is where I think we should have started. We should have started with town hall meetings. And we should have all sat down, Republicans and Democrats together as Americans to try to solve this. And we wouldn't have this big hodgepodge of what we're dealing with right now. So, the guys in the blue, raise your hands, guys, in case you can't tell that's blue. When you have a question, just raise your hand. They'll come to you, give you a mic. Start moving, guys. Is that mic on?
Oh, here we go. My name is Gwen. I'm an RN. I work right by the mall. One quick thing.
Excuse me, I missed that.
My name is Gwen. I'm an RN. I work right by the mall in the Facey Valencia, or the Facey Providence building. I'm a chemo nurse. I just want to say one thing really quick. Why did we have to change San Fernando Road to Newhall Avenue?
Thank you very much. We have members of the city council here. I was mayor of Santa Clarita, but it was way after my time when they did that, and I don't have a clue.